up? What nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's manga nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Moonland chapter 69, and I'm so freaking excited because Sakura is doing the bars today, the low bar. And remember when we saw Sakura do the low bars in the flashback, that was when he first fell into the darkness. That was when he first felt like he betrayed Akira. And I'm really excited to see what Yamagishi does with the metaphorical art. Reason being, when we saw Sakura do the parallel bars recently, the metaphorical art was so fantastic, and it fit with Sakura's progression from the dark, murky waters to this beautiful, clear water, and Sakura felt so free, and it was so beautiful. So I really can't wait to see how Yamagishi is going to execute it this week. So without further ado, let's get to this chapter. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Times are changing. There's no longer one lone king. No, we're 0.60 points behind. We can do this. What a nail biter. This could go either way. Each of Toda High's members have improved their scores from the prelims. On the other hand, Kanudai has made minor mistakes. Akira's vault just now was a real shame. Ooh. So he got a 14.0, which isn't bad. And chapter 69 is titled Anger, but I wonder what's throwing Akira off. I wonder if it has something to do with Sakura starting to, you know, overcome himself, and I wonder if it has something to do with Sakura finding that guiding light. But man, speaking of Akira, this chapter, when Sakura's doing those bars, this has the potential to be extremely powerful in terms of Akira as well. But anyway, I forgot to mention that. But anyway, let's keep going. Well, he'll be fine. I doubt a small mistake will affect him much. It's hard to keep up a winning streak in gymnastics, and he's facing a lot of pressure from various sources, including Sakura. But he's always been running at the top. That's who Akira Degase is. Good luck, Sakura. You can do it. Hey, Mitsu, about what you said. I'm talking about what it feels like when I'm doing skills. Don't forget your own question. I can only speak for myself, but when you're doing the floor vault or flight skills on the bar, oh my god, I am so fucking excited for when we get to the floor. You lose track of where you are when you're spinning in the air, right? I set a reference point to prevent that. I'm constantly keeping the ground in mind. Interesting. It's kind of like the complete opposite of Mitsu, because Mitsu is all about all about flying and freedom and all that shit. But it's the opposite for Sakura. That's very interesting. All right, ready. Okay, here we go, guys. I am so fucking excited for this. No matter how high I jump or how far I am from the bar, holy shit, let me read this again. No matter how high I jump or how far I am from the bar, there's a place I must return to. That's my baseline. I can't lose sight of it no matter what. Watch me, Akira. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Look how good I've become. Oh, and we're getting the flashback. Oh, freaking Yamagishi, this is so perfect. Do you like gymnastics? Yes. Do you want to get better? Yes. And you know what? I have to say this right now. Yamagishi, this is something that Furadate would be doing in Haikyuu. And this is what I want. This is not a bad thing. This is good. This is exactly what I was hoping we were going to get. Not gonna lie, this is exactly what I was hoping we were gonna get. As I said, what's important is to achieve results in the competitions you face. Only winners are given the chance to rise to the next stage. grander stages, esteemed coaches, gyms equipped with the newest facilities, teammates that motivate you to improve. Very few people are able to obtain these things in their lives. You kids have the talent to aim for the top. However, are you listening, Sakura? Yes. Even if you have talent or aptitude, it won't mean anything if you can't achieve results in competitions. In gymnastics, results are everything. That was Dad's motto. He was strict with everyone, including himself. His actions never betrayed his words. He was always right. And sometimes it was hard to breathe. I practice the way Dad tells me to and win competitions, but to what end? Whoa, Sakura's insane. Look at that smile! Kira, he's so proud! He's so proud! And like, everyone called me weird. Isn't that mean? I keep explaining to them that it's about the light. The one you see when you're spinning around in the air. He's talking about the light! So now, this is good. So we're getting the origin story of the light, which is something that I think is very important. And I'm glad Yamagishi is giving us this. And I didn't realize it until now how important this was. But no one knows what I'm talking about. Akira, you can see it too, right? Sakura couldn't achieve results in competitions, but his talent shone brighter than any of the medals I won. So why? Why won't you try to understand him, Dad? Sakura is free. Thank you. Thank you. Yamagishi, thank you. I knew that was the reason. I knew that was the reason why Akira envied Sakura so much. I freaking knew it. I knew it. Yamagishi, thank you. Thank you for having this here. And again, something I want, especially on the floor, is I want them wings. I want Sakura to fly on the floor. And again, going into this, going into the bar routine, what I wanted was a cage or something. Something like that. I really want similar to what we saw with Hinata when Karasana was playing Nakoma, and this was when Kenma had him trapped in the cage, and Hinata and Kageyama helped Hinata break free. That's what I wanted. That's what I want, but I don't know if we'll get it. 2 years later, long time no see, Akira-kun. Winning the Inner High as a second year is something to be proud of. I still have a long way to go. Sakura is trying really hard to join you in Kanudai. Akira, I finally understand. If I don't show results, I can't do gymnastics where I want to. If I want to be on the same team as you, then I can't say childish things like wanting to have fun. I've changed. This time I don't need you. You don't have to come, Sakura. I don't need you on my team. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, this is not my metaphorical art, but this is beautiful, beautiful movement from Sakura. A G-level Casina, he did it! You become stronger, Sakura. Right? That's what you're thinking, isn't it? I can't stand sappy stuff like tenderly watching over your younger sibling. You should be more, wait, whoa, cut it out, Apollo-kun. Don't rile him up, man. Are you up to it mentally and physically? Absolutely, coach. I see. In that case, exceed your limits, Akira. Love, love, love this writing, but I really wish there was more going on with the art, because I would love to see what Akira is really seeing in Sakura's world. I really would. I've never once thought of myself as talented. There are always people with special gifts standing beside me. With Sakura and Apollo, of course. You feel as if you've reached the limit of your gymnastics? Everyone goes through slow periods. You don't have to be so concerned about it. Well, you must feel threatened by Apollo's rapid growth recently. He has the sense of balance needed to perform high-level skills with the ease, so he's going to improve much more from here on out. And I gotta point this out. I find it very interesting that both Akira, and I should have mentioned this earlier, but I just realized it, is that both Akira and Sakura are going through something very similar. That and they're being challenged by this, and they're handling it in very different ways. Whereas Sakura is using Mitsu as a way to push himself further, Akira is not using Apollo in that way. He's not. What he should be doing is like what Sakura is doing, is using Apollo as a way to like push himself to go beyond his limits, to take his gymnastics further. He should be reveling in the challenge. But even if that's the case, you're Kanudai's ace, Akira. There's no meaning in talent and aptitude alone. What I value is the effort you put in to achieve results in competitions. Even if you have talent or aptitude, it won't mean anything if you can't achieve results in competitions. I thought that Dad's words were a warning to Sakura, who was always running away, but they were also directed at me. Even without any blessings from heaven, I could shine by attaining victory. Dad is always right, because I don't have it. Ooh. That's a very interesting point. But I want to look at the... let me finish reading this and I'll go back to that. It's time to stop acting sensible, Akira. Today is worthy of fighting with your entire body and soul. Overcome their natural advantages with passion. Yes. Yes. And I think that's what his dad meant. That's what he meant this whole time. It was directed not only at Sakura, but at Akira as well. It doesn't matter if you have talent or not. It doesn't matter if you're a prodigy or not. Unless you win trophies, it doesn't freaking matter. You got to achieve results in gymnastics. It don't matter. That's just how it is in sports in general, in competitive sports. Well, competitive / professional sports. Gymnastics is very, very cutthroat, as we've seen. It's very, very cutthroat. And I really, what I really loved about this chapter, and I'm glad that we got this chapter. I really am glad Yamagishi did this chapter. This is this is exactly what I was hoping for in terms of a chapter during the Inner High, is giving us more backstory and more character development. More character lore for Akira, so we can understand what's going on in his head. Like, why is he, behaving this way? And it's really interesting to see that, it's what I thought, that Akira was envious because Sakura was free, and the reason why he was treating Sakura like shit was, yes, there was the prodigy shit, obviously, because of the guiding light, but there was also the fact that he felt so trapped because he had so much to live up to, whereas Sakura was so free, and Akira didn't have that, and he was so pissed off about this shit, and that he had to work so much harder to have what Sakura has. So I just find that very, very interesting, and I really do like that. I really do. But in terms of the thing is, though, in terms of art, I'm very disappointed because I really wish there should have been I'm sorry, Warnings, holy shit. There should have been some metaphorical art here. Because the reason being is that it would have made this chapter so much more powerful. It really would have made this chapter more powerful. The reason being is that why it would have made it so much more powerful is and where I wanted it. Well, hold on, let me start over. Holy shit, I lost my train of thought. Ugh. So the thing that this chapter was lacking was again the metaphorical art. And I know you guys are thinking, well, Packer Girl, most of this chapter was from Akira's point of view. Why would you want metaphorical art this week? Well, because it's from Akira's point of view. I want to see what Akira is seeing when Sakura is doing his gymnastics. What is Akira's interpretation of free? That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see Akira's interpretation of freedom. That's what I wanted to see. And I'm very disappointed that we didn't get that. It's very disheartening. And it's kind of, something that I'm hoping we're gonna see with Akira's gymnastics in terms of metaphorical art is see like a transition from darkness to light and and also a freedom concept as well. A theme of freedom as well, because of what it says. Also, what it says without any what was it? It was this part right here. I thought that Dad's words were a warning to Sakura, who was always running away, but they were also directed at me. Even without any blessings from heaven, I can shine by attaining victory. Dad is always right, because I don't have it. It's time to stop acting sensible, Akira. Today is worthy of fighting with your entire body and soul. Overcome their natural advantages with passion. That's why I want to. That's what I want from. Why I want like a darkness to light kind of thing for Akira. That's why Akira deserves that kind of thing. And I think Akira, wait, has Akira done parallel bars yet? No, Akira is doing parallel bars next. So we could see a similar thing that we saw with Sakura in terms of metaphorical art, but I at the same time I don't want that. I want something different. I really don't. But the other, before I forget, the other thing I liked in terms of this chapter is Sakura's explanation about his gymnastics. I want to talk about that real quick. And that's, where is that shit? He said when you're doing the floor vault or flight skills on the bar, you lose track of where you are when you're spinning in the air, right? I set a reference point to prevent that. I'm constantly thinking and constantly keeping the ground in mind. And that makes a lot of sense in terms of the parallel bars, because remember what he was saying when he was doing the parallel bars, when he was talking about going deeper and deeper into the water. That made a whole lot of sense. And I'm glad that this writing here, and I mean Sakura's explanation here, ties into that. I thought that was great. I thought that was great writing there, Yamagishi. I wanted to make sure I mentioned that. But anyway, I'm very curious what you guys think about this chapter. What did you guys think of the writing? Was this the kind of chapter that you were hoping we were going to get in this arc, like I was? And do you agree with me that we should have gotten to see how Akira views Sakura's gymnastics in terms of metaphorical art, like visually. Because I would have loved to seen Akira's interpretation of freedom. That's what I would have loved to see, because it kind of would have given us like a little sneak peek of what to expect for when Akira gets on the parallel bars. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Moonland content. There's a few ways you could do that. You can donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something on my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, find me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.